We're back with more tournament footage from WGP Singapore, this time in round 3, where the king of the meta, Shojodoji, faces off against the fastest new deck that is Alden. Time for round 3 of WGP Singapore. What's it gonna be? We've got 4 TS sleeves on the right, and Gaiard, hello, bluish flames, peak alert, actual peak alert. All right, both players are shuffled up. Let's see what they're bringing to the table. Ooh, Hazel starter versus Shojodoji. Okay, this might be Alden. It's the new Alden grade 1, so I'm assuming it is Alden. And Alden's very good. Alden is definitely not to be slept on. Very fast. Gonna be big. Takami music goes crazy. It's also the 1-year anniversary for Takami DLC coming out, so it's been a year since Carmine came out. So we're gonna see Shojodoji played by Elvis and Alden played by Soen. Surprisingly not Draconic Blade Master being played by Soen. Doesn't Alden auto lose into Shojodoji? Not really, no. Why would it? It's like, your stuff gets removed, but you're so fast that, like, I think if the Alden has a strong turn 2, you're actually gonna be in a very, very good position where, like, the turn 1 setup from Elvis is pretty good here, just because you do get the, the Kagechika early is also pretty strong here. Alright, gonna just get the persona in there. It's also fine. So right now we have turn 1. He set up the Unprecedented and the Tsukuyodachi. Tsukuyodachi's gonna be big for the combo turns. Yeah, that grade 1 definitely confirms it's Alden. And then we're gonna get a... Oh, checking the top 5 here. Comparing with the hand. Get a Spiral Cutie. Spiral Cutie is also good. So Spiral Cutie is gonna help to keep drawing cards. You do run out of soul pretty easily, so the special booster for Alden is pretty important here, just to, like, soul charge 1 every turn. Although it does lead to deck out pretty quickly. We do have to be a little bit careful. Alright, shuffled up. Give it the cut. So Spiral Cutie goes to hands. And now I do want to see a pretty aggressive start, if possible, because... Okay, just confirm the damage, but I do think you could be a little bit more aggressive. Okay, the crit's gonna do it. Crit's gonna do it here. 2 damage right off the bat. No defensives either. And then gonna give it back to Elvis for the turn. So definitely not going for the slow game plans. Like, you have 2 approaches to fighting against Shojodoji. You can either go super slow and just chip them 1 damage at a time to slow down their tempo, or you can just kind of like go right off the bat. Especially going first as Alden, you definitely want to put Elvis to 4 here as early as possible. Ooh, strong top 5 here from Elvis. Does find the so I'm gonna get the right on Kunai into the soul here to call out later down the line. Some people would actually go for the right on Kunai for the call here and then put the Unprecedented into bind zone, but gonna soul blast the crit here for the Unprecedented. Gonna draw a card, and it's gonna be a strong attacker. Very, very huge. So going first especially is very good, but I mean even going second is pretty nice. Oh, commits the Kindan early. Pretty interesting to see. My brain thought you were nicknaming Doji Elvis. Ooh, defensive. Gonna be big. Soen. Give me 1 to pass. Ooh, not gonna commit the 5k. Gonna get punished for it. Gonna go to 4. The crit. Front into a dog. No more attacks, but... I mean, you get a lot of CB to use, but Alden doesn't need that much CB on the first turn. Alright, rides up into the Alden. Destined, sorry, not destined. Oh yeah, it is destined Alden, yeah. Next turn's looking scary, yeah. Shojodoji can do a lot of attacks. I think not keeping that, like, not dropping a 5k there? Was it really that hard to drop a 5k? I feel like it could have easily, but... Gonna call the PG off the rad line skill here, and then when Alden's effect overcalls it, the PG will go to hand, so that's gonna be good, but... I definitely do think not guarding that last attack was a little risky. Because even if you end up on 3 from taking the last attack, it's still okay, but... going to 4 is tough. And you've seen 2 heals already too, so that damage is much more than likely to be permanent. Spiral Cutie gonna be used as well. Draw 1, so the hand at least looks pretty full. With that PG coming back as well is also pretty good, but I think here you're just gonna go for the record speed divine skill. Does he have the soul for it? I don't think he has soul. He's gonna call Sages and a crit, and these will be overcalled. So the Alden's gonna call something here. Alright, guards that one. Swing. Gonna Okay, he's choosing to resolve Alden's effect first. Draw 1, get the crit back. He's going to use the grade 1 skill to soul charge. I feel like you want to, otherwise you don't get to use the divine skill. Alright, soul charge 1. It is the Airmac, the grade 2. So the Airmac, of course, when placed by an effect, you have Alden Vanguard. It's basically, yeah, you can see there. 25k buff. Ooh, blank blank. Nothing fancy. PG goes to damage for Elvis. Both players are playing fast. This is the Singapore special. Alright, so for Soen here, he's kind of debating probably on which order he wants to attack with, just because the Sajas could get a buff if he hits a trigger defensively, but I think you want to just swing here. Look at the top card. Leaves it on top. And then this last Airmac is going to be just swinging in for 35. Going to get taken. Both players on 4. So Elvis here does have to swing rears first, so Soen does get to actually just, you know, he does essentially get to take a damage, bank on defensive. It's pretty good. Fastest banger players, that's right. He didn't overcall the PG. Yeah, he chose to go for the crit instead. The thing is that Shojodoji will just bind this PG, so it's probably gonna get bot decked. Would rather just swung Vanguard first and called over the PG to add back. I don't disagree with Soen's choice of attacking. I just think not like the guard order was strange. Okay, he's keeping the PG on board, is he? Interesting. All right. Yeah, I guess this like red zone on the side is actually pretty good for the bind zone as well. Gonna give up a spiral kitty from hand. There's no soul anyway. Yeah, true. He did leave a card on top from the Saja, so the more than likely is defensive, which will help to deal with the entire Shojodoji turn here. I think there is a secret rare Shojodoji as well from Elvis' side. Very nice. So for Elvis here, you're basically looking at pretty strong turn. You have 4 CB and you've got the Tsukuyodachi in the bind zone already, and I think there is another one in... Was there another one in Soul? He already set up the bind zone, right? Pretty sure he already used the energy because he's going second. Oh, he's debating the second Kinran. Ooh. Okay, I mean, I guess you get more Kinrans into Soul here. This will be just 16. 5k to guard. And then this will probably call a Tsukuyodachi out as well. Okay, he's explaining what Kinran does. So he's just saying, I'm gonna get a persona back. That's all you need to know. Yeah, true. Tsukuyodachi doesn't hit because there's no Ogijishi, you're right. Not having Ogijishi is pretty tough. So I guess here you're gonna... I mean, you probably are gonna get the persona right. But he drive checked a persona, but he ditched it for ride deck, so I'm assuming he's gonna still get it back here. Yeah, no, he's a Sao as well, so the stuff in the bind zone is actually safe. That's pretty good then. Yeah, gonna just hit the defensive that he saw from the Sajas. Go to 23, so now it's much easier to guard the Unprecedented as well. And just virtually everything, really. Alright, get back the persona for next turn. It is looking a little shaky though. I do think the choice of calling the other Kinran is not the best, because this way you don't get any more main phase Kinrans unless you drive check into one here. So you have to swing with the Unprecedented here. Just 23, 5k block. Sargon's gonna come down, and then this Shojodoji is only 13. Only a 13k. Calls Unprecedented, calls the Rhydon Kunai, and then Soul Boss 1 for the Unprecedented. Draw yourself a card, CB1, and get yourself another attack. So it's gonna be just a 5 attack turn here. Binding the Grade 2 Doji was better than binding the second Unprecedented to get a bigger body and not costing a card from hand. Yeah, I think so too. Because the second Unprecedented isn't doing anything right now, right? I mean, you technically called it, and then the one... But no, yeah, the second Unprecedented isn't doing anything. Alright, so up to 38, basically OT pass, because Shojodoji's only on 13. So asking power on the sides is just 18 and 23. It's what you see. It's literally what you see. Is he thinking about PGing this? Okay, no, he's gonna still bank on allowing the OT to kill, but oof, blank. Elvis. This is a very soft Shojodoji coming through here, especially with a defensive power. I mean, just 5k is enough, but I don't think he has any 5ks to block with. And that's gonna be all. The last Tsukuyodachi isn't even hitting. It's pretty unfortunate. Do we have Persona Ride? Looks like he does have a soul, but no Persona. Gonna just use Divine Skill immediately. Top 7 to call 2 cards. You do want to overcall the PG to add that to hand though. So you can just call the Armac over it, I guess. That's also fine. No persona hurts, but Alden hits like a truck, so it's fine. You also get like minimum 5 attacks here, so you are kind of chilling. Alright, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So now, shuffle up. You've got 2 attackers already, you kind of want to put something behind your Armac at the very least. These guys need to chill, they're spilling cards everywhere. I mean, hey. You never know how long it's going to take playing against the Shojodoji, even if you're playing against the... Even if you are yourself using a fast deck, right? They can definitely stall the game out. It's like... reuse unprecedented all the time. But without his Asao, it's pretty tough. Your hand isn't actually increasing that much, and like, look at how much CBU is left open for Elvis here. The hand is fairly big, but it definitely feels like you're missing some big pieces. I think Soen, if you can, you want to definitely commit something behind the Armac. So Armac's only 25k right now, it's actually not that big. Yeah, I think that's good. It's a 13k booster. 38 is a lot more annoying, especially because you're doing 5 attacks here. And this one's very small. This is literally just 13. So, yeah. Just the intercept is going to do it. Alright. Swing unboosted. Gonna be the 15. Alden coming in. Soul charge 1 first. Get the power up as well. And then Alden effects if you want draw 1. You want the 3. Yeah, you want double Armac here, and then the grade 3 is going to use her effect, Soul Blast 1, and then stand the other Armac, so you're going to get some big swings here. Or is he not going to proc her effect? Doesn't he? He has the soul for it. Pretty sure he has the proc now, right? Was it end of battle? No, right? It's when you overcall the grade 3, right? Alright. Blank blank too. Did he forget? Uh-oh. We're seeing some body language. We're seeing some body language. Yep. You see the head in hands. He forgore. He straight up forgore. That's pretty big. You kept that booster up for no reason in the end. I mean, it's also extreme nerves. You gotta keep in mind. You know, it's easy for us to just sit in our chair at home and talk away, but at the end of the day, for these players, there's nerves. You're on stream, being watched by hundreds of people. Finally sees the Tao here. Top 5 for a stealth name. Gets the Keenan. That's consider yourself lucky. Consider yourself lucky, because Keenan with 2 already in the soul wasn't the likeliest find there. Elvis's hand was not good. It was pretty defensive though, so he definitely would have been able to guard it. But still, it's like you would have gotten cards out of hand, and now not getting those cards out of hand is making it so much harder for you to win. And now those Armacs are actually going to get removed too, so you're actually running out of Armacs in rotation. Because now, like, if they get sent to drop, you're not seeing them anymore either. It's actually pretty big. Alright, calls grade 1, Shojodoji. Brock's right on Kunai here for the counter charge already. Oh, he probably wants to put the... I see. He wants to put the Keenan behind the Izasao. So, Keenan, of course, you saw it before, but... Oh, that's pretty cool. He puts the Tsukuyodachi behind the Unprecedented. So this way you can basically swing with left column first, and then this will immediately also proc the Izasawa's other effect. So he has the top 5 look to add a stealth to hand effect, but he also has the when put to soul effect to give 5k to something. And also, he was the bot deck one, right? I always mix up the 2. Pretty sure Izasawa bot decks one of the cards in your opponent's find. So then Ogijishi's the one that lets you put them to drop instead. So, ooh, ignoring the bot deck part, okay, interesting. Or did he do it? I don't think he did. Oh yeah, that's the front. Okay, yeah, 25k shield, it is indeed gonna be enough. And then this will put both of these into soul, and then the Tsukuyodachi will call itself out. So yeah, here I do think... Oh, that's an interesting placement. I mean, I guess you have to do it like that. Yeah, because he lost his Tsukuyodachi from rotation, which is kind of strange. Soul charges the Ogijishi. That's kind of cool. It also gives Vanguard 5k, so the entire skill was forgotten. A bit strange, but it is what it is. Draws one from the unprecedented. Yeah, I guess we're just really seeing a lot of tournament nerves here, I think. On both sides of the field. Alright, PG against the Vanguard. It is a pretty huge attack. Oh, there is a 5k somewhere, actually. Hits the crit. Gonna go on the unprecedented. Yup. Get the extra crit there. Plus 10k. Damn, plus 30k now in that column. Another crit. Good lord. Would have really been nice to have a Shojodoji in rotation before this. Because now you do still get to call it out just to get some cards out of So Intended. That hand is pretty low. It's like 6 cards. Ooh. Drops 50k shield. 50k shield will guard it. Is it? Yeah, it is. It is 50, right? So 63. And he's 13, 33, 53. Yeah, I think it's barely just enough. Yeah. Oh, and doesn't have enough for the last attack. It's gonna be game. Had 3 grade 3s in hand. Man, there's definitely quite a bit of nerves and quite a bit of quite a bit of like, you know, little mishaps here and there, but still pretty well played by both players. Alden showing up on stream as well. So far we've seen good deck diversity on stream, and I guess the early rounds are always like that. So who won? The Shojodoji player Elvis. So congrats to them. Probably 3-0 right now, and then for the Alden player, of course, just switch up gears, trying to run it back.